All right, hi guys, it's Mr. Bates here. We're taking a look at our Khan Academy assignment, constant and proportionality from graphs. So what we talked about in our last video, constant and proportionality from tables, is that the constant of proportionality, which is sometimes referred to as the letter K, is equal to y over x. So if I take the y value and put it over the x value, I can find what the constant of proportionality is. So for example, here in this question, it says, what is the constant of proportionality? So what is y over x equal to? What is y over x equal to in the graph? In order for me to do this, when you're looking at the graph here, sometimes they give you a point on the graph, which is really awesome. So that indicates to me that the point goes down to 1. If I was to draw a line back down here, it goes to 1 on the x-axis, and it goes over to the left here to 4 on the y-axis. So then that means that this point on the graph is 1, 4, because every point is in the form x, y. So I can figure out both of these values. Now, some people don't need to write down the point like this. They just go straight to y over x. And they say, okay, Mr. Bates, I got this. It's going to be 4 over 1. And 4 divided by 1 is equal to 4. So the constant of proportionality for this is just equal to 4. Now, there are going to be some times where you don't see a dot on the graph. So let's take a look at the next one and see if that's one of those times. Okay, it is one of those times. So right here, we've got 3 lines. And we're supposed to compare these 3 lines, and we want a constant of proportionality that is going to be equal to 1. So I want a y over x that gives me equal to 1, okay? So I'm going to look at these 3 lines, and one of those is going to give me a y over x equal to 1. But the thing is that if you don't see any point, they don't have any dots on any of these lines here. So how do we know what to do? Okay, so I'm going to turn off the writing portion for a second. And what I want you to look for is I want you to look for these gray boxes here. The kind of gray dots in the background kind of take away from it. So this makes it a little bit easier to see. Okay, so now there's all these gray boxes in the grid on this coordinate plane. And we're going to see, where does this line, where does line A, where does it cross the corner of one of those boxes? And it looks like if I keep going, it's right here. Every other time line A crosses one of these gray lines, it's only one of them. It's not the corner of a box. And the reason for that is we're looking for the corner of the box because that's going to take me down to an x value, and it's going to take me over to a y value that I actually know. So again, here's the main thing. You want, okay, where does the line cross the corner of a gray box? This is going to give us an actual x value and a y value that are whole numbers, and that's what we really need here. So I'm going to try my best to keep color coded here. So line A, it looks like if I was to follow this line, it's going to be right here. This looks like where it crosses the corner. And so this point is going to be the point I go down 2 on the x and 7 on the y. Okay, and then I'll go here to line B, and I'm going to follow. Okay, I've got this one right here. There's a couple of different ones that I could choose, it looks like. I'm just going to choose the first one. It doesn't matter which one you choose, and I'll show you how why that doesn't matter. So I'm going to say that this is 1 on the x and 1 on the y. So that's 1, 1, this point right here. Okay, and then the last one is line C, and if I follow line C, it looks like, oh, that could be it, but it looks like it's off by just a little bit there, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to say at least right here, it's going to be right there, I think. I mean, it looks pretty close. Let me zoom in. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see, but if I zoom in here, maybe that'll help. Yeah, see, if I zoom in, it's just a little bit off there, so I can't choose that one. That one's close. This one's close. That one's pretty close too, but it is still off. It's just off a little bit. So yeah, it looks like it's going to hit right here at the very end. So you kind of have to be careful of that and watch out. So I'm going to zoom out again. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's going to have to be this one. And so if I was to find out what point that is, this is 8, 9, 10 on the x. This is 10, comma, and this is up 1, 2, 3. So 10, comma 3. Okay, so if I was to find the y over x value for each of these, I'll keep them color-coded here. So y is 7, 2 is x. So this one is going to be 7 over 2. And if I do my handy-dandy calculator, I already know that this is not going to be it because in order to get 1, I needed to have the same number in both the top and the bottom. Yeah, so 7 over 2 is equal to 3.5. So this is not equal to 1. This is equal to 3.5. Okay? 1 over 1, oh, that looks like it's going to be it. 1 over 1, same number top and bottom means it's going to be 1 whole. Now we saw that there were multiple points here. So I could have done this point, which is 2 over 2, also equal 1. This one, 3 over 3, also equal to 1. So you could have chosen any one of these points on the line, and so you will get the same answer. So it doesn't matter which point you choose as long as you choose one point on the line. All right, and we already have our answer, so we know it's line B, but let's just do line C just to make sure. 3 is my y value, 10 is my x, and so we don't have the same number in the top and the bottom, so we're not going to get 1. Again, you can use the calculator to find the decimal form if you don't remember it by memory. 0.3. All right. So that pretty much covers it for this one. This one kind of took up a lot of stuff here for the graphs. That was line B was correct. Let's just do one more, just see how it goes. All right. And again, with my zoomed in, the way I'm zoomed in here, this is really y over x. But I'll just draw that in here. What's the constant of proportionality? So once y over x. So again, oh, this is a good one. And the reason why this one is a good one is because it does give us a decimal here. Look at the scale. See how it's going up by 0.5 each time? So one jump isn't equal to 1. One jump is actually equal to 0.5. And same thing up here. One jump is 0.5. The second jump takes me to 1. So this is really, whoops, I don't want that. This is really 1, comma, go down to the x is 1, and to the left, it's right in the middle between 3 and 4. And I can think of that as money. If I have right in the middle between $3 and $4, it's $3.50. So my y over x is going to be equal to 3.5 over 1, and anything over 1 is itself. Anything divided by 1 is just this. All right, and that's my constant of proportionality. All right. If you guys have any questions, please make sure you guys, you can either type them into the chat or send me an email, or most importantly, attend office hours any day except for Tuesday at 1:05. Have a great night, guys. Bye.